Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining me in the studio is Dan Smith of Vail Mountain Rescue. Now, we want you to come up in the mountains and have a great time, but we want you to do it safely. And one of the things Dan does is provide a lot of education and training to let you know how to stay safe. And that part of coming on the show is part of that as well.
I try and stay safe to get from my house to here. This was beautiful Christmas morning. I mean,
yes,
this is what
I agree.
Bing Crosby sang White Christmas about. Does anybody else other than me remember Bing Crosby?
That was our watch and win question yesterday, and we got a lot of calls, so people do remember.
Very good. But one of the problems we have here is our backcountry roads.
Yes.
My favorite one is Cottonwood Pass. Cottonwood Pass is a back way to get to the salt, basically, without going through Glenwood Springs. And it's a unique road because the front part of it's a ranch road, so the gate at the start of it can't be totally closed because you have to let ranchers go through. But they put up numerous signs that said, unless you live here, don't go here, things like that. And every year, about 4 times, somebody decides, I'm going to go play in the snow with my vehicle. And they get up about 1.4 to 1.6 miles, and then they're stuck. And it's good that they're stuck there because that hits a cell phone tower. If you get in about 2 miles, you don't hit a cell phone tower. Now you're walking, and this is a very bad thing to do.
Are they getting stuck in mud or snow?
They're getting stuck in snow. They're high centering in snow.
Okay.
They will. The road gets not really plowed, but sort of packed with snow machines.
Yeah.
And they'll get past the point that the ranches have it plowed, which is about 1.3. And then there'll be this hump of snow on the road, and they'll high center on it, or they'll slip off into the ditch. And then they'll call 911, and we'll send some snow machines out to get them and bring them back out, and we'll leave the vehicle. And spring, Big Steve does some good work up there. Gets 4 or 5. No, I think they've managed to get them out. But you don't want to be spending the night out there in weather like this, or if it's 20 below, in a truck, especially if you didn't check your gas gauge and you got 1/8 of a tank of gas. But even if you sit all night and run your engine, your chances of getting carbon monoxide poisoning are pretty good too. So when you see these backcountry roads, don't go on them in the winter. It's not a good idea. Some of the navigation devices in cars show that Shrine Pass Road, which is from the top of Vail Pass down to Red Cliff, is just a road. It's not.
Yeah.
It has a gate that closes it, but sometimes that gate gets knocked down or is accidentally opened. And we'll have vehicles go in there about every other year. We'll pull somebody out of Shrine Pass who got down there with their Ford, and it's not plowed, and it's kind of an ugly road.
Well, you know, this has happened to us when we've gone on road trips and decided to go off the beaten path, and when the road sort of peters out, and we say, oh, that's why it's a dashed road.
And we have quite a few of those if you look at the USGS map.
Yes.
And the backcountry is wonderful, but it's not meant for your private vehicle. My 4Runner, which has got all sorts of stuff on it, I don't go on some of those things unless I have to. And the reason I have to is other people have and have made mistakes. So it's interesting. But it's just, as we were talking for the break, there's really the way to stay safe here is do things with somebody.
Okay, yes.
Doing things alone, whether it's ski on the front side of Vail or Beaver Creek, or going in the backcountry, 1, it's lonely. 2, if something happens, there's nobody to go for help.
Yeah.
And this is something you want to keep with you around here. This is not Disney World. Mr. Gooder will not turn off the ride. If you buy the e-ticket, you've bought the e-ticket.
So lessons for today, don't do it alone.
Exactly.
And stay on real roads.
Real roads. Real roads is a good one. Don't try and take the shortcut.
Thank you so much for coming
on,
and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We're going to take it over to Ashley with your weather report.